Hey, and I'm Ezra.
And we represent a movement of thousands of indivisible groups organizing all over the country to fight for our democracy. Now, we're all out here today because we are watching Donald Trump dismantle American democracy in real time. Masked men are grabbing students off the streets for their social media posts. They're kidnapping moms as they take their kids to school. They're disappearing innocent men into foreign torture gulags without a shred of due process. They're terrorizing our communities, our friends, our neighbors. In Los Angeles, they responded to peaceful protests with violent repression, putting U.S. troops on the streets to stop Americans from exercising our right to peacefully protest. And meanwhile, while he sends the National Guard to California, Donald Trump is sending tanks to D.C. so that he can have the birthday party that he's always wanted. $45 million for this birthday parade. Did anyone ask for this? Meanwhile, they're telling us that there is no money for Social Security. There is no money. That there's no money for Medicaid. That there is no money for veterans. That there's no money for special education. There's no money for cancer research. No money for clean air or water. No money for you, for us. But somehow there's always money when a billionaire needs a tax cut. When Elon Musk needs a fat government contract. Or when Donald Trump wants a Lux new plane or a big birthday party. Now these things are connected. Donald Trump, Stephen Miller, their MAGA cronies, they know Americans hate this stuff. They know we don't want our neighbors disappeared off the streets. They know we don't want Medicaid and Medicare gutted. They know we don't want them stealing from us. They know keeping the gravy train running depends on ripping our rights away and turning us against each other. So they deploy these divide and conquer attacks. They sabotage democracy. They retaliate against anyone who stands up or tries to, and they try to shut us down. Now this is not a rally for one party. We've got Democrats here today. We've got Republicans and independents here today. We're looking to the leaders who will fight for us, because even today there are folks among the Democratic Party who think we should roll over and play dead. Anyone seen John Fetterman here today? We're not looking to politicians to save us because we have been disappointed before we are looking to each other. Trump wants to look strong today with his guns and his tanks and his threats. He wants you to think that he is a king and America belongs to him. He wants you to think resistance is pointless. But we're here because we know true power is not staged on the streets of D.C. It lies with the people. And in our millions. And today there are millions and millions of us standing up and calling his bluff because we know that courage is contagious and that as we step forward, more will step forward with us. So I need you to tell me, do we have kings in America? Do we bow to billionaires in America? Whose country is it? Right.
Leah Greenberg, everybody. Co-executive director of Indivisible and my spouse. I'm a lucky guy. Let me start by saying something. Happy Flag Day, everybody. Can I see the flags? I want to tell you a story. 250 years ago, today, a ragtag army came together to beat back a mad king. And they had to ask themselves one simple question. How many kings? How many kings? But it wasn't as easy as a chant, y'all. 2 years after that army formed, 2 years, we were losing to the king. We were suffering defeats. Morale was low. The dream of freedom was slipping away. And yet, during that dark moment, when it looked like we weren't going to win, on this very day, in this very city, 248 years ago, there was a Continental Congress that adopted this flag. Did y'all know that? That's why today is Flag Day, y'all. It was defiant. It was bold. It was a signal of hope in the face of despair. They believe now, as we believe now, as Leah said, courage is contagious. They raised the flag not just as a symbol of a nation, but as a resistance to tyranny. That's what that flag stands for. And when they did that, you'll never guess what happened next. We beat the bastards. We won. Whose flag? Whose flag? The story didn't stop there, y'all. This flag became the flag of the abolitionists. The Union soldiers carried this flag into battle to crush a rebellion built on white supremacy and bondage. This was the flag of the D-Day soldiers, black, white, immigrant, native, who crossed oceans in order to crush fascism and liberate Europe. And we don't have to whitewash our history to be proud of our progress, y'all. This flag has flown over injustice and inequality, but it's also been claimed time and time again by those who are demanding better of our country, that it lives up to its ideals. This is the flag. This is the flag that civil rights activists carried as they marched from Selma to Montgomery, demanding that this nation lives up to its ideals. Liberty and justice for all. 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 We fly this flag together with our pride flags, our Black Lives Matter flags, our Mexican flags, our flags of heritage, because e pluribus unum, out of many one nation, indivisible. A few years after this flag was adopted, in this very city, yet again, it seems like Philly's important to this story. In this very city, there was a constitutional convention, and Ben Franklin left that and was asked the question, what kind of government do we get? What y'all set up here? And he gave a challenge to all of us, a republic, if you can keep it. This right here, right now, in this moment, this is where we keep it. This is where we keep it. We keep it by showing up, by marching together, not in lockstep, but in solidarity. We do it by saying this flag, if it doesn't belong to all of us, it doesn't belong to any of us. Today, we are doing the most quintessentially American thing you can think of. We are showing up peacefully, together, proudly, defiantly, to say freedom means something. To say that justice demands action and that we are not done fighting for the country we know is possible. How many kings? Whose flag? There are millions of Americans marching today under the same banner. But Philly, yet again, this is the flagship event, pardon the pun. This is, though. The national cameras are on us. They are here. So if you will indulge me, I'd like to send a very clear message to the world. Thousands of us with one voice. Leah, would you lead us in a pledge of allegiance?
All right, folks, I pledge allegiance to the flag of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Leah. Okay. This is an incredible display of powerful people showing up for their constitutional rights. This is not the end. but this can be an inflection point for our democracy. So I'm going to ask you to take some action. If you've ever worked with Indivisible, we're not just about speeches, we're about action. Take out your phone. Take out your phone. How are we going to coordinate after this movement? How are we going to push forward? How are we going to be the persistent force for democracy? We're going to text No Kings, NOKINGS, to the number 59798. No Kings, 59798. Then on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're all gathering together to talk about the next steps, how we carry this movement forward. Donald Trump's not done. Are we done? Are we done? Thank you for being part of what is a historic movement for liberty and justice for all. We are stronger than the forces seeking to divide us. There are more of us than there are of them. Together, we will win. One last time, how many kings? How many kings? I'll see you on Monday.